Officer Tatum, the Officer Tatum. We love Brandon Tatum. He makes, so DEI is the new buzz thing, diversity, equality, inclusion. This is the new, like, fucking woke theory that they're going against. They're very upset about it. Woke Google DEI proves why black people are the problem. What the fuck? You know, he always likes to throw black people under the bus. He loves race baiting. Big fan of this behavior from Brandon Tatum. So let's see. He calls black people the problem in this video.
2023, it also amazes me how many people are like, well, I don't see color, or it would be so much better if we just didn't worry about someone's skin tone.
That's some liberals.
You as an individual are contributing to the problem because
fucking true.
Our broader society sees color, and it's not just physically seeing a color. There is so much more to it than just that. And if you don't understand that, you are again part of the problem.
I agree. I agree. He's gonna misappropriate fucking I have a dream speech. Okay. We're gonna skip over the I have a dream.
Black people, look at me.
I have a dream. Yeah. Did you hear about what he said about white people at all? Did you? Brandon Tatum should be forced to sit down with these civil rights people that walked with fucking MLK. Like, what a fucking loser, man. MLK was a socialist.
Cut this out.
Cut it out. Yeah, he's a grifter. Yeah. Dude, a lot of these guys just got new logos and intros recently. Tatum Plus. This looks like shit. These look like K-Swiss shoes, bro. That's a terrible logo.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com and also Tatum.
Very cool.
Also,
cool.
Me.
Cool.
And
cool.
it's only like.
It wasn't Tatum. The conservative twin brothers. I forget their names. The Hodges twins. They showed up and bombed at a local comedy, or not comedy place, a local theater, like last year in my city. They came to the middle of nowhere and they went to a small theater that you can sit like 500 people, and they didn't sell it out. And it was funny. Should have gone, dude.
$16.
Relationship podcast with my wife.
A day.
Wow. What a value. So the first 2 minutes of this are...
Plus. All right,
so the first 2 minutes of this video are an ad for the stuff. And then after that, there's a subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know. Dude, let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies.
Subscribe. Everyone subscribe. Go. Subscribe.
One more video. I'm going to make this very quick. Black people, quit doing this. Y'all.
Yeah, wait. Before, let me, of course, say, hey, black people, for my white audience that's about to pay for me, all this stuff, you know, it's essentially an N-word pass for them. I watch Officer Tatum, so, you know, I can say it. Please, let me throw black people under the bus for saying that you're the problem if you ignore racism because it makes you feel bad. You are the problem if you ignore racism.
Y'all always playing victim. Y'all always playing victim. The first people to scream Martin Luther King are the people that...
You did! The first people to scream Martin Luther King, you fucking did!
Spitting in his face and got Martin Luther King rolling in his grave.
You fucking... Projection every time from these people. She didn't mention it once. He literally invoked Martin Luther King for the second time right now. He's the only one.
Can y'all stop this? I'm keeping it real. Brother to sister, can y'all stop being a victim for 30 seconds? It's always, woe is me, the white man bad. Y'all doing what y'all doing because you're making bad decisions. And all you do is complain.
What decisions do you think are being made? He's just making... Can you believe he has internalized racism where he just assumes that this person makes bad decisions and has bad finances or something because he's internalized racism. He just believes it. He believes all the things. Yeah, the black people who have problems are because they make bad decisions, and if you make good decisions, you'll have no problems.
Plain. Nobody want to fool with people that's always victims. They won't hire me on job. Why would they want to hire you? I would never hire somebody like this. You get the whole company shut down because you late and you don't want to do what you got to do. Now it's racism. Listen to what this fool say. She's a fool. Black people, stop it. We ain't never gonna make it in America as a group of people if y'all don't stop doing this.
Do you hear what you're saying? We're never gonna make it as a group of people if you don't stop this. Stop what? Talking about racism? The racism is caused by the people experiencing the racism talking about racism? Brandon? Just crazy, dude. He's so fucked. This is just such a grift, man. Just fucking dancing for the man. So sickening.
Made up bull crap. This girl's probably at some university getting a full ride education and she complaining. Roll the clip.
Wait, I thought she was making bad decisions. She's probably on a full ride scholarship. I thought you just insinuated she was making bad decisions 1 second ago.
Or like, well, I don't see color, or it would be so much better if we just didn't worry about someone's skin tone.
That sound like Martin Luther King, don't it? It sound like Martin Luther King to me. I could have sworn Martin Luther King said that he had a dream that one day we'll focus on the content of somebody's character, not the color of their skin.
And then he went on to describe, but we don't live in that. We don't live in that society. So we have to fight against racism today, right now. It's a problem right now. Like, what a disservice. What? How can you be so gross, man? I hate right-wingers, bro. I hate them. Weird how there are forces that will crush a whole race as some of them have opinions. Seems like maybe there's a problem here. No understanding whatsoever. You are the one keeping us as black people down. Acknowledging that black people are held down. By who, Brandon? And for what reason? For talking about the problems? Oh, man. Jesus Christ, dude.
White people trying to do what Martin Luther King did, and you won't.
In the year 2023, it also amazes me how many people are like, well, I don't see color, or it would be so much better if we just didn't worry about
play the
someone's
rest of the
skin
clip?
tone. You as an individual are contributing to the problem because our broader society sees color, and it's not just physically seeing a color. There is so much more to it than just that. And if you don't understand that, you are, again, part of the problem.
So you want people to be prejudiced against you?
Wowzers, man. He can't even listen, bro. I know he played a little football. It might be CTE. Not sure. No, people played football a lot longer than him and can think a lot better, so I probably can't explain that. This is bad, bro. It's very rare when you'll see one of these grifters come around and like change their tune. I don't think Brandon's one of them. I have seen him have good takes about police brutality before, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's 100% all the way. I mean, he's fully personally into the grift, but it doesn't seem like he's not part of like the Daily Wire and stuff. Is he part of like a network or anything, or is he solo? Salem News Channel? Maybe this. Whatever that is. Yeah. He's on whatever this fucking shit is. Mike Dennis Prager, Hugh Hewitt, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, never mind. He's in this shit. But who watches this? I've never heard of this in my life. You know? He did do a Daily Wire video. Yeah, he might do some stuff, but man. I don't know how you can't listen to what's being said to you all the time. I don't understand how people are like that.
She said it's not just the color, it's the it's not the color. You want them to assume something because of the color of your skin.
Nope. What was being described was they don't just They're not just racist based on your skin color. They're racist based on a lot of stuff. Like the way that white hegemony works under racism is so fucking more complex than that. It's so far beyond his comprehension, though, because he doesn't even understand. Like, he can't even acknowledge that white people are racist systemically. He does acknowledge it subconsciously. He referred to the white power structure holding black people down earlier, but blamed her for causing that reaction in the white power structure.
You want them to lump all black people together as we the same. You want all black people to be the same.
No, that is not what's being said here. What's being said here is explicitly the opposite.
You want when a white person look at you, they say, all y'all the same.
Nope.
But then if white people say all black people are the same, then you get mad.
Fuck, man. He's just so... He just does not understand the conversation whatsoever. If he does, he's willfully ignorant about it.
But if they say, nah, I don't see color because everybody's different, then you gonna get mad and say, y'all don't want to see color and you blind.
Seeing color. So when liberals say, oh, I just don't see color, what they're saying is, I don't engage with talks about racism because it makes me uncomfortable. That's really what it is. I don't see color. Liberals are pretty fucking racist. I think Brandon Tatum would agree that liberals are racist, but he thinks that liberals are everyone to the left of him, though. He doesn't really understand. But, there's lots of internalized sort of racism, microaggressive shit that white people will be doing, but he's not even having the same conversation. Nah, it's not even close.
It's just to keep telling people that over and over is so frustrating. And I was just on TikTok and there's a trend where parents are teaching their kids not to see color, quote unquote. And I'm like, okay, so the next round of people that are going to be joining our workforce, this next generation, are going to be dealing with the same issues that we're dealing with now.
No, they're not going to be racist. That's what the next generation, they're not going to be racist. They're going to do what Martin Luther King said.
Okay, so acknowledging current social problems that are going on right now is really important, right? You can't be blind to the issue of race and be like an ally to the black population that needs people to vote essentially in coalition, work politically in coalition with them towards their civil rights. You need enough people aware of that. You can't just opt out of the conversation. That's what's being said here. Is you like when people say I don't see color, the conversation revolves around them essentially abstaining from civil rights activism. And this person is not happy with that because we need more people involved in civil rights. He just doesn't listen.
Now, because to say you don't see color, you don't see me. You don't care to acknowledge the struggles that people like me face. And we're not looking for problems.
Yeah, you are.
We're not.
You don't see me because you don't see color, you don't see me. So you're saying that you are only comprised of the color of your skin and that somehow you have to be in an experience of shared experiences amongst other people that have similar skin color. That black people...
That's not what was said at all.
I love being black. I'm glad God made me black. But y'all are some of the dumbest people and weak-minded, low totem pole people I've ever heard of in my life.
I love being black, but every racist thing I can say about them, I say right now. I'm just gonna vibe with every fucking white supremacist shit you've ever heard in your life. Just calling every black person. He said out loud that he didn't want her behavior to have everyone typecasting black people as just all the same, right? And in the same fucking video, almost in the same breath, Brandon himself paints all black people as, dumb or something, because of course his internalized racism is nuts. So this is very similar to the phenomenon of like class like blindness when it comes to poor people voting against their better interests and siding with billionaires because they think that they're the standout poor person. They think that they're special and are part of this, right-wing group. We're the MAGAs. This is a similar thing. I mean, we have a very special We have a very special guy. Brandon Tatum is just so enlightened relative to all the other black people. Man, they're just so stupid. And he has that take because not a lot of people probably like him very much in his community, you know? Because let's be real. How could you possibly? He wears Trump shirts, bro.
Black Americans, not the Africans, they come over here and dominate. But black Americans literally with a silver spoon in their mouth complain about everything. It's crazy to me. Y'all are the craziest people on planet Earth. And you wonder why people don't like y'all.
Bro, he's just being racist. He, of course, can't understand why he's like, oh, I'm black, I can't be racist. No, I mean, it's just regurgitating racist shit.
And I'm saying this as a black man. I don't like some of y'all.
See, I'm a black guy. I can't be saying. I'm saying the racist stuff that the racists say, but I'm black, so it doesn't count. It counts. Who's he complaining about? He's complaining about the person he just showed the video of.
Because if the bank evaluates your credit score and your availability to purchase a home, and they say you're not qualified, they call it redlining in America.
Oh my fucking God, dude. He's just randomly bringing up redlining as a point for his side. Buddy, they didn't give people bank loans not based on just credit scores, man. Like, you could have a better credit score than a white family and they wouldn't give you a loan because you were black. This is a well-documented phenomenon. It happened. This is like the fact that you... Like, this is disgusting. It always feels so disgusting because I feel like he's performing for me because I'm white. Like, this just screams, please, white guys, agree with me. Isn't it great?
They wouldn't give black people, they were qualified, they wouldn't give them loans. They were basing the qualifications, they weren't qualified, so they weren't getting loans.
That is not how redlining worked, Brandon. This is... Brandon Tatum stepping up his game, trying to catch Candace Owens for the most fucking, like, who can be the most internally racist?
But then turn around in 2005, 2006, they were giving black people loans even though they weren't qualified because y'all were being and complaining so much.
So now he's blaming the financial collapse on black people getting loans that they went defunct on, when that is not what happened during the financial crash of 2006. They were predatory loans given by banks in a way, like they were setting people up to fail on purpose. And I don't think, maybe they were targeting black communities. I'm not sure. They certainly were targeting people with bad credit. Like,
about being discriminated against. So they said, we're going to give it to y'all whether y'all qualified or not. And what happens? The same thing they expected to happen when you ain't qualified. They defaulting on loans, and then they call it predatory lending.
You're literally, he's blaming the financial collapse, the bank bailout, on the black population right now in this video. What kind of insane, random shit is this to bring up in this video that is 25% ads?
When they evaluate your credit ain't good enough, they call it redlining. When they don't evaluate your credit, they just do it because y'all claim y'all can do it even without good credit. And then when you fail everything, they call it predatory lending. What are y'all even talking about?
I've never heard anyone use the 2008 financial collapse as a springboard to say racist shit about black people and just accuse all of them of being like irresponsible homeowners or whatever. I've never heard this. He's the first person to crack this fucking seal.
You celebrate Martin Luther King's birthday every single year. You got Martin Luther King on every street in a black neighborhood.
He just says Martin Luther King over and over when he talks about black people. It's the only black person he can think of. He can only think of one fucking black social activist. It's Martin Luther King. We got there.
You cry this and cry that about the civil rights movement and all that. Martin Luther King said he wanted you to not look at somebody's color, but the character. And then
read the whole. I challenge you to read aloud the speech of Martin Luther King. Just read it aloud.
Y'all turning around and being mad at white people for doing what he said. Make your mind up. Do you want white people to base your to judge you based on your color, or do you want them not to?
Being aware of the problems of racism does not mean that I have to judge you based on the color of your skin, Brandon. Why do you think that being aware that racists exist would make me racist? If I just be real quiet about racists existing, they'll go away or something? What kind of fucking cope is this? For a big, strong man, he sure is weak.
Do you want them to base you on every other experience they have with black people, or do you want them to evaluate you based on your character? I'm not like you.
She literally is pick-meing right now. I'm not like you.
You're a victim. I'm a victor. I don't want white people looking at us the same. They can look at you like a victim.
I don't want white people to look at us the same. You are literally worried about what white people look at you as, man. How do you not understand what you're doing? Why? Why are you performing for me? This is disgusting. Ugh. I fucking can't stand pick-me's. Please, white man, view me as different. Please? Ugh. This is such disgusting behavior, bro.
On a plantation, I'm not him. Don't look at my color. I don't care what color skin I got. Look at my character. Look at what I bring to the table. You're a victim. I'm a victor. I don't want white people looking at us the same. They can look at you like a victim on a plantation. I'm not him. Don't look at my color. I don't care what color skin I got.
He's literally doing the Samuel L. Jackson in Django bit. He got me. I don't know what to say.
Look at my character. Look at what I bring to the table. Look at how I love. Look at how I treat people. Look
shitty. You are shitty.
Look at my ambition. God dang, is it that hard? Is it that hard? Let me get off this thing before I have a stroke. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.
What an emotional baby. Yeah, dude. Brandon Tatum is sucking down that white ass Kool-Aid, man.